Alright guys, welcome back to episode 6 of the Hearts Football Manager 2021 save. Now, a few of you were commenting about the last episode. Stephen Naismith did decide to retire. It sucks, there's not a lot we can do about it. He's no longer a Hearts player. But we still can make him a Hearts employee. We can sign him to our staff team. Now, I was looking at the staff team here and we'll check what we have. And you can see, obviously, we've got the chairman and Budge, ourselves, the assistant manager Gordon Forrest. There's a bunch of other key members here. We've got Lee McCulloch as a coach, so there definitely is room for Naismith to become part of the management team here at Hearts. Now, I could either make him a coach for the senior squad alongside Lee McCulloch, or I could make him a coach for the under-18s. Now, the under-18s management team's pretty short at the moment. It's very not a lot of depth in there. You've got John Rankin, Jamie Cairns as the assistant manager, and then Kieran Lavery as the physio. The under-18s team don't even have a coach, so I'm thinking that we should bring in Stephen Naismith as the under-18 coach, because obviously he's a great player and we've got a pretty good youth development side, and I believe if we can bring in Stephen Naismith and he can be coaching the young boys, then you know what I mean, they should be even better. Now, I wouldn't let Celtic coach the young boys because that is a wee bit tricky and you're just waiting on a disaster to happen. But as far as I'm aware, Stevie Naismith has no past records or anything like that. So I think Stevie Naismith as an under-18s coach could be pretty good, and that is what we're going to go and do. So let's go and try and sign Stevie Naismith. So there he is. He's been retired for about 1 day and he's enjoying life. And he's all happy here, the 34-year-old. I think he retired very early. I tried to get him to reconsider, but you know he wasn't having it. In my opinion, he should have waited until his injury healed and then see what he had left in the tank. But he didn't want to wait. But who knows? I guess he could always come out of retirement. Maybe he just wanted to break the Hearts contract. We'll never know. Tends to hire director of football for first team. Well, he's not going to be the manager, so that's pretty irrelevant. Let's have a look at his coaching here. Driven, world knowledge. He's got a lot of knowledge in Scotland and England, which I guess is what we need. Tactical style is park the bus. Oh, come on, Steve. I thought you were a bit more of a flair player than that. I didn't think parking the bus would be your style. Man management, motivating, determination 18, which is good. Working with youngsters is an 8. It's not great, but I mean, it's alright. It's not the end of the world. You know what? We're going to go and sign him. Screw it. We want Stevie Naismith. Let's go and approach to sign him. We'll offer him the under 18s coach. And he wants. Well, that's not good. We'll give him a 2-year deal. He wants £500. The board aren't allowing me to give 500. What are they allowing? 425. Right, okay. Top divisional promotion wage rise. I think we'll put that down to 20. And secondary job. Oh, secondary job. I didn't know you could give him a secondary job. Under 18 performance analyst, maybe. Or do we just give him the one job? Could we give him a performance analyst, or would that not really be his style? No, we know we'll keep it simple for now. We'll just go with the coaching. Don't want to complicate it and give the guy too many jobs. We want to try and get the guy, so let's just not bombard him with all these job duties. Suggest terms. Okay, so he wants 30%. We'll give him 25%, and again, we have to go down to 425. It's all the board are willing to pay. He still wants 475, and he wants 30. Okay, we'll offer you 30% with the 425, and I think that is pretty fair. I mean, we can't really do much more than that. Let's see what he says this time. Now he's accepting 450. Ah, come on, for the sake of £25, I'll pay out more money. I'll give you £25 out of my pocket, Stevie. Just sign the dotted line. And he's agreed. So there you go. Had to be a bit persistent there, but finally Stevie Naismith has agreed. 2-year deal at £425 a week. You could consider that a lot of money. Maybe it could have been spent better elsewhere, but you know, I like Stevie Naismith. I'm glad he's going to stay at Hearts, and I think it's the money well spent here. And we'll see what happens. We'll see how he gets on at the under-18s, but that's it. When he signs the deal, he should be a Hearts player. And speaking of Hearts players, big game for us here against Alloa. They're also got a 100% record. Us, Inverness and Alloa all sitting on 6 points after 2 games. So it's crucial here that we show them who's boss. And we are the boss. So we're going to go attacking straight from the get-go. I agree with the assistant manager. More direct passing. Make 2 changes to the team. Well, I'll decide the changes now. You know what, we'll have a look here. So, in terms of the 11, obviously Gordon's going to be starting. Now, can Michael Smith come back in at right back, or is he still not available? Let's see what's his fitness like. You know what? We'll start him. We'll start him. We can always sub him at half time. Well, fuck! I put him in nets. That's not good. I would definitely want that. So get Craig Gordon back into the goal. So Michael Smith will start, and if necessary, then we'll bring on Jamie Brandon if Michael Smith tires throughout the game. We're going to stay with Suter and Halkett at centre backs, Kingsley at left back. In middle of the field, I don't think we're going to get Demore out of there. Peter Haring's injured. He's out for what, 4 months? God damn it, 4 months. That's a hell of a long time. I don't know what we're going to do with 4 months. Ewan Henderson's away on loan, I believe. Who did he go on loan to? Yeah, he wanted out. I mean, I was happy to keep him. I was going to give him game time, but he's away on loan to Queen's Park. He wanted out, so had to do it. Liam Boyce, like we know, is already injured for the season, so he won't be back. Aidan White, Ollie Lee. We'll put in Ollie Lee, I suppose. And then maybe, is that going to do it then? Is that the team? You've got Demore in there, who actually had a good game last time out. I think we'll stick with that. Or to put in, I might put in, we might go with Irvine coming for Demore. Is that what we want? Demore's better though in that position. What about Andy Hart? No, we'll stick with what we've got there. Walker, Lewis, Ginnelly, and Roberts up front. So that's the team we're going to go with. Let's see how it gets on, and hopefully we do alright. Michael Smith is lacking in match sharpness and may struggle to see at the match, but we know that it's not a big deal. We can always sub him if need be. Why give Michael Smith a chance? I mean, he's going to get back to match sharpness quicker if he's playing football rather than sitting on the bench. That's my logic. So we'll see how this goes. And there is the lineup. So the Allo Athletic, if you know anyone in that team, let me know. I certainly don't. I think Steven Skugel used to play for Dundee United or Inverness, something like that. Let's see here. We're going to go with hands together. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably, so play your own game. I mean, I know Allo have had a good start to the season, but they're not a great team. They're one of the teams that you'd expect to be down the bottom of the table. So that's where we want to put them. So let's get a win here and send them back to where they belong. We should instruct our players to show Kevin Crawley no space. Alright, okay. Kingsley then throws it in, headed away. Going to fall back for Halkett. The big man Halkett. Oh, what a ball that is for Halkett into Moore. Oh, what a save. What did Halkett there? I thought he was passing at the back like that. Sergio Ramos or something. Big Halkett there with a wonderful over the top ball. Right, here we go. Dick. What a dick. Throws the ball to Skugel. Skugel back to Dick. Dick down on the left hand side. The byline. Plays it all the way back to his teammate and centre back. Now it's Hetherington out wide to Skugel, and Alwa passing the ball a bit well here. Ball launched up to Crawley. Skugel back to Grant. It's Grant. Hetherington to Skugel. I mean, this is great play for Alwa. He's just about kept that in, has he? Dick. And it's Michael Smith, the Rolls Royce. He clears it. And that's it taken care of. Well, here we go. We're on the attack here. Walker plays through Roberts. It's Roberts. He's kind of wide, but he comes in central and he puts it in off the post. Jordan Roberts with his first goal of this season. Bang, bang. And it is in to the back of the net. I thought he'd missed. I thought he'd put it wide. It looked as if it was going past the post there, but luckily for us, it just clipped the inside and found its way into the back of the net. And we've been pretty good in the opening 10 minutes. Allo have passed the ball a bit well, but didn't really create anything. And we get the early lead. So, you know what? That's what we wanted. And now we can relax, can focus, and we can just try and go about controlling this game, try and add another goal here. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's give some instructions. We'll work the ball into the box. I think we can take control. There's no need to be so direct. We've got the lead. We should advise our players to focus on shorter passes. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, we shouldn't be playing long balls against the likes of Allo Athletic. That's no good enough. That's something that would get me sacked. Playing long balls against Allo, for God's sake, come on. We need to be play a bit more attractive football than that. Not a lot happening then. So the first half looks like it's going to be finished here at half time, 1-0. And just that goal really that separates the teams. I mean, we have had 8 shots to their 0, but in the end, I guess 1 goal from them, and it's level pegging. We'll pump the fists. You've played well so far, but there's room for improvement, which I totally agree with. And speaking of the second half, I don't think Michael Smith's going to see it out. I mean, he probably could see it out, but this was just about getting him a bit of game time. I will substitute him pretty soon. I'm just glad to see him back in the starting 11. And he hasn't pulled a hamstring or broke a leg or anything like that, so good news. He hasn't done a Naismith or Boyce on us. Here we go, Ginnelly. Free kick from deep, whipped in. Going to fall back for Michael Smith. Michael Smith out to Halkett. Halkett, can he turn? He does. He finds Suter. Why is the two centre backs on the edge of the box here? Oh, what a strike that is for Jamie Walker, but it's over the bar. Close, but not close enough. And we kind of need this second goal to put the game to bed, so we need to keep going for it, man. We need to try and find it sooner rather than later. And who are we going to take off here? Let's see. Michael Smith's coming off for Jamie Brandon. And Luke Damori he's apprehensive, so we'll take him off for Andy Irvine. There you go, boom. And for some reason, Lewis Moore's a bit nervous, so take Lewis. I don't want to use all my subs. We'll just use the 2 subs for now. It's a bit reckless using all 3 subs with 27 minutes to go. Anything could happen. Right, Alloa again picking up the ball. Dick on this side. I mean, they've tried to come down this side several times, but they're not having a lot of success. Michael Smith clears the header. Andy Halliday's been brought down. Referee thought it was a fine tackle. Okay, interesting. And this time it was a good tackle for Moore, and we clear it. But it's headed away again. A lot of ping pong here in the middle of the field. Just balls getting bashed up left and right here. Perry launches it up. It's won by Halliday. Halliday up to Moore. Moore. Lewis Moore just goes round it. Oh my god, Lewis Moore. Rename this guy Lewis Messi. He's got the same initials. LM. You'd think it was Messi's younger brother the way he was dribbling around those players. Right, Kingsley into Moore and Moore. My god, he scores. Messi-esque, guys, Messi-esque, and Lewis Moore gives us a 2-0 lead there. Who needs Lionel Messi when you've got Lewis Moore? Fuck it, we're going to sell him in January for 200 million. PSG, come and have him. We've got the bank check ready, man. Come and get him. Just bring that big load of cash with you. Anyway, Ginnelly, can we make it free? I mean, I think the game's pretty much already over at this stage, but we may as well. Why not? Let's add another one. What harm's it going to do? Ball it to Smith. Smith on his return plays it into Irvine. Irvine crosses it into Roberts, and that's it. 3-0. Jordan Roberts with his second goal of the game, second goal of the season, and that will surely do it. So I think we'll go ahead now and make our last substitution. The mentality, we're just going to go back to, we're going to go cautious. I mean, there's just no point going for anymore. 3-0, I'm happy with 3. And Josh Ginnelly's getting complacent, so we'll take him off. And who will we bring on? We'll bring on Whiting out in the right hand side. It's not great, it's not ideal, but we'll put him there and we'll see what he does. With 13 minutes to go, I mean, it's obviously we're going to win this. Don't know why we're still on attacking mentality. Why go cautious? And Lewis Moore, can he give us 4? I thought he had, but he hit the ball right at Parry. I mean, come on. From there, I think you should be putting it either side of the goalkeeper. He places it right into his hands, so... Hold on here. I thought I'd already made the substitutions. For some reason, Michael Smith didn't want to come off. Right, I don't understand that. Right, okay. I could have swore I brought Michael Smith off like 20 minutes ago. But here we go. 4 minutes added on. I don't think anything's going to happen. Played an extra minute, and there you go. Full time. We've beaten Alloa Athletic by 3-0. It was a top of the table clash, and we've fucking clashed them right out the stadium. Let's go here. Hands together. I'm very pleased with the result and your performance. It was a good win, guys. A good win, albeit the opposition wasn't that strong. But what can we do? You can only beat who's in front of you. And at the moment, in this championship, we're going to have a lot of shite teams in front of us. So that is all we can do. Achievement unlocked. Park the bus. Didn't park any bus. I maybe ran them over with a bus, hit and fucking run. That's the only bus involvement that was here. We ran over them with a big double decker. And that is it then. So we'll send the assistant manager to the press conference. I don't really want to go. Hearts, Hammer, Alloa. So it was great. Player of the match, John Suter, 7.9. Match rating, 92% pass accuracy. Scottish Championship spotlight on the East End Park. Dunfermline lost by 2-1. So that sucks for them. But it doesn't suck for us, guys, because we win. We get all 3 points, which is what we wanted. And that should mean now, I think, what happened to Inverness? Inverness secure Ewan Kubo's loan. Right, forget about the loan. How did Inverness do in the game? That's what we want to know. Well, first we've got a monthly financial update, which is important. Profit loss this month. Jesus Christ, is that profit or loss? The fact it's red it makes me believe it's loss. So this month we lost. Yeah, it's a loss. 134,000. That's not good. That is not good. You can see our overall balance is 1.4. We do need to work on that. I am trying to trim the squad, guys, but with the first transfer window being off, there's not a lot you can do. But like I said, come January, we are going to be getting rid of a few players. I think Ollie Lee's already got one foot out the door. I think he's packed his suitcase. He's pretty much gone at this stage. But I would expect at least a couple more players to be joining them because, this is a concern, this monthly loss, and we need to try and get the wage bill down as well. So that's what I'm planning. Hopefully, we can get more merchandise coming in and stuff like that. Anyway, let's see here. Monthly performance analyst. Important dates in November. Walker Scoops Player Championship of the Month. Brilliant. We'll congratulate him. That is fantastic. I want to say well done for winning the Player of the Month. Thanks, boss. I really appreciate it. I've worked hard this month, and it's nice to see it pay off. You have worked hard. I mean, fair play to him. Walker dedicates Walker dedicates Scottish Championship Player of the Month to Cool. Oh yes, he shouldn't have. And Lewis Moore wins Young Scottish Championship Player of the Month as well. So we'll congratulate him. And there you go, two of our players winning the awards. And Cool gets the Scottish Championship Manager of the Month. So happy days. I mean, it's wins all round then for them, for the Hearts lads here. Budge pleased as Cool wins Scottish Championship Manager of the Month award, and she should be pleased. Albeit, I mean, all we really did was, win 3 home games in the league. Well, not 3. I don't think we were home and all 3, but I think there was a couple of Betfred Cup games in there as well. Was there? There might have been. I don't know. I do not know. And there you go. To summarise, the board are pleased with your management of the team. So we're getting a B minus at the moment. Notable highlights. Very pleased with Hearts' convincing 3-0 championship victory over Arbroath. The board would also like to congratulate you on winning the Scottish Championship Manager of the Month and believe it to be a reflection of the team's good recent form under your leadership and delighted with the positive atmosphere in the changing room. So everything at the moment is going really well. I mean, you couldn't really ask for much more, could you? All right, so here we've got loan reports from the players out on loan. The main players I think we're kind of worrying about are obviously Harry Cochrane. Harry Stones, though, is unhappy with his current loan report, so maybe we should look at that. Feels he's better than most of the players around him and he's hampering his development. I mean, we could recall him. It's Spartans, but I mean, all he's just going to do is be sitting on our bench. So, I mean, I think we'll leave it for now, even though he is a bit unhappy. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. I mean, how long is the loan deal for, actually? Let's find out here. Start it. Expires. Only also expires in January, so he's only got a couple more months to be there. I think we'll just leave it for now. And who knows? We get him back in January, and we can maybe try and loan him out towards the end of January and look for a bit of a higher level of playing. You know what I mean? Try and get maybe a team that's actually in the professional Scottish League, League Two, or something like that. Because at the moment, he doesn't think Spartans are good for him. Injury update. Still without Boyce and Haring. Haring should be back sometime around February. Liam Boyce, I mean, I don't even think he'll be back for the season, so that's really, really bad, and it's 2 key players. But all I can say is, thankfully, this has happened to us while we're in the Championship and not when we're in the Premiership, because we'd be really hampered without those two. Whereas I still think we'll win the Championship relatively comfortably, even with 2 of our key players out, and plus Naismith retired, which didn't help. A few Hearts players named in the Championship Team of the Week. Gordon, Suter, Kingsley, Walker and Justin Roberts up front. Jordan Roberts or even... Why the fuck did I get all these names wrong? Players to move between squads. Why is Christoph Berra in the reserve squad? Yeah, we'll put him back into the, the main team. Fucking sure. I'm sure we can use him. And let's see here. And finally, to end the episode, guys, Stephen Naismith has agreed to be the Hearts under 18s coach. We can bring him in. It's going to be a 2-year deal, so quite a lot of money. The wage is big, but I think it's worth it to get Stevie Naismith back into the Hearts club. So that's what we're going to do. Accept that deal. And the deal can now be finalised. Hearts have confirmed the deal. And Stevie Naismith is officially still a Jambo. So there you go, guys. That's how we're going to end this episode. We will be back next time out for... I mean, I'm going to play a few games offline here. Off screen. Off camera. Off the top of my head, whatever you want to call it, without showing it, we're going to play a few games. So we've got Inverness up next in the Scottish Championship, which is kind of a big game. Or maybe we should play it. Maybe we'll play that one. Yeah, you know what, guys? We might actually come back next time for the Inverness game because it is a big game. It's first and second in the league, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back for the Inverness one, and then we'll maybe skip a few games after that. So Next time out, first versus second, Hearts versus Inverness. Doesn't get much bigger in the championship than that. But until then, guys, I've been Sir Scotland 90. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. And until next time, until we hump Inverness Cali Thistle. Peace.